Yeah, Tony, can you just update us as to how you spent the break? I mean, you went home, I assume, and were what were you doing? Were you able to, get exercise in and stay in shape?
Yeah, I was home obviously the whole time with my family and stuff. So we have a house in Philly and one down the shore in Jersey. So we went back and forth a little bit. But 2 months I didn't skate, not one skate at all. But after that I was able to get back on the ice and stayed in shape pretty good. Like we started our gym open, but outdoors. Like we had to have all these protocols and rules in place, but we were able to open up. So I've been working out and stuff now, skating for about a month.
I guess 5 days of practice. What have you seen, not only from yourself but from everyone else, in terms of the shape that guys are in and the hockey shape that guys are in? As far as going forward, where do you see your team at this point?
I think everybody looks good. We were talking about it last night, actually, a couple of the guys in a group text about everybody looks like we've been, just like we were in March. Everybody seems to be in good shape. Some guys look even fresher, obviously. Some, when you play a long season like that and then get some time off, it's like almost like coming back for training camp, but we're probably a little ahead of where we would be in the beginning of camp because the guys have been working out and staying in shape. So everybody looks really good. They look confident, fresh, and I think we're going to be ready to go.
Yeah, Tony. I'm curious. Before the pause, you guys were in the mix, trying to climb into that spot, and then the pause hits, and you come back, and everybody's got a chance. Everybody's got the same chance, except maybe those top four teams have a bye. How much has that changed your belief in what this group is capable of, knowing that now the chance does exist, as opposed to back in March, you were hoping the chance you were hoping to get it.
Yeah, I mean, we were pretty confident that we were going to get it, I think, as a group. But obviously, like what you said makes sense. Now we have, you don't have to play for them final 12 games, so we have a chance now. But I think we just had to pick up where we left off. Obviously, we can't be too confident of where we were because we still had some hills to climb and some work to do there to get in. But now we got a shot, and I think we got a confident group. Like I said, everybody looks good, feels good, and we just got to go out there and prove it right from game one.
So you signed a 1 year contract. So you're when this season ends, you're going to have to sign a new contract. I mean, I'm wondering if you're thinking about that at all, and what the new CBA has done, and what the coronavirus itself may have done that might affect the next contract that you would sign.
Yeah, I mean, I won't touch too much on that because I think it's affected a lot of people a lot worse than it's going to affect myself and other players across the league. So we're all in the same boat, players, we free agents and stuff, but there's a lot of people that are unemployed and stuff, so we're pretty blessed to still be able to play, and whatever contract comes our way, obviously we'll take care of that in the off season. Kind of just focus on the playoffs right now. I won't lie that it's not on the back of everybody's brain. I think it's human nature, but we're ready for the playoffs, Carolina, and we'll go from there.
Hi, Tony. I'm just curious, what do you feel like has been the focus of the defensive unit during this training camp?
The defensive unit, I mean, we're kind of just getting our touches down and stuff, trying to get back in the rhythm of feeling pucks in different spots and taking 2-on-2s, 1-on-1s. When you skate and get ready for seasons in the summer before you come back, you don't really do too much of that. It's a lot of scrimmage in and just skill drills and stuff. So it's kind of feeling those rushes again, feeling other people, attacking in front of net, box outs, all that kind of stuff. We're just trying to get all that rhythm back and get ready to go because the speed's going to be as high as it can get once we start.
So Carolina's a lot different than they were the last time you saw them. They've added, Dougie Hamilton will be back from injury, and they've added Vatanen and Brady. So I know that you got along quite well with Brady, and I was just wondering about your thoughts about not only him being on that club, but how he can affect that club and what that does to change your matchup as far as you versus Carolina.
Yeah, well, Brady, obviously all three of them guys you mentioned are really good players. Brady's a really good player. We kind of know what he does. He's got great skating. He's a big body. He can move the puck. He plays pretty physical. So he's going to help any team he plays on. Obviously, it was tough for us to lose him, but our focus is kind of Carolina on the whole. We're not worried about, in particular players, and really we're focused on ourselves. Kind of Carolina's going to do what they're going to do. We've played them many times. We kind of know we know each other, so we got to focus on ourselves and stay ready and accomplish what we're looking to do. We want to set the pace and control the tone of play, the pace of play. So we're focused on ourselves. Obviously, Brady's a great friend, but you have to put the friendship on the back burner maybe for a little bit.
Yeah, Tony, I'm curious, have you thought long and hard, or just a little bit yet, about what life in the bubble in Toronto is going to be like, and what just what you'll be able to do, and how you'll be living? I mean, have you thought about that and what this whole scenario is going to bring for you?
Yeah, it's going to be a little weird, obviously. I don't know, I'm sure we're going to get a lot more details on the exact rules. I know the first 5 days or whatever's going on, it's kind of really strict. I'm not sure what happens totally after that. They'll update us, but obviously we're there for one reason, to play hockey. I know, I haven't played in the playoffs before, so I can't tell what it would be like, when you're back in your own city without a quarantine, what guys would be doing. Haven't had a chance, but we're all going to be together, which is good. The team will be together. So we'll be all right. I think it's going to be weird. Everybody's in the same boat, so there's really not, there's not much that one team should be able to do the other one can't. So it's going to be weird, but we just got to focus on hockey.
So often we hear playoff experience matters so much. If you have it, it makes such a big difference for teams in the playoffs. But this is such a unique situation. I wonder, do you think, you guys yourself being young without it are maybe more on an even playing field, even with some of the older teams that might have it, because nobody has been or tried to play in this type of environment before?
I think, I don't know, I'm speaking, this is just my opinion. I have no basis off this, like I said, because I haven't played. But I think with no fans, it's kind of puts people on an even playing field. Because there's, when you're playing on the road or something, or even home ice advantage for one team or the other, that crowd, I feel like the crowd noise, like when you watch on TV and stuff, how loud it gets and how crazy it gets, it could play a role for a young player and stuff, or a guy in his first playoff game. It could kind of put you on your heels a little bit. Now with a pretty silent building, I'm assuming, unless there's some crowd noise going on in there, you're kind of just playing hockey, and it's just like any other day. Obviously a lot more serious, there's implications. You lose a game, you could be on your way home, but it's hockey, and I think it might ease it a little bit for guys in their first playoff games.
Looking back before the season came to a halt, just like how the defense was doing going into the pause, what was a major area that you felt like needed some tweaking, needed to be focused on?
You know what, I thought after, obviously everybody keeps talking about the game in Calgary. I know JD mentioned it a few times and stuff, but I thought if you look at our numbers and our team as a group, we had pretty good numbers as a defensive unit, an offensive unit. We scored a lot of goals. We weren't giving up much per game, so I thought the game started to come in, like the whole team game started to come around and take its, take a step in the right direction. So to me, there's not one in particular thing. I think we've got to keep working. We got a young group, and I think we're going to be all right. So I don't have anything in particular that we need to do.
I'm curious if you kind of assess the season you had. Like, in a lot of ways, this is a big season for you. You had an opportunity. You took advantage of it. Your numbers, whether you want to call them breakout, whatever, obviously, you put up a lot of points. How do you kind of assess how things went for you? Do you feel like there was a big jump in your play, or was it just a matter of opportunity? And how well do you think it bodes for your future with you going into being an RFA and all that?
Yeah, I mean, I thought the way I finished last season was pretty good. I was pretty happy with the way I finished last season. Obviously, I only played 60 games out of the 82, but I think I played almost 30 in a row to finish off, and I thought I played well and had a lot of confidence coming into the season. Struggled a little bit early on, maybe the first 5-6 games. I wasn't happy where my game was, and then from there I kind of picked it up, just started feeling real confident. Quinny and Lindy kept playing me and kept instilling confidence in me, which was good. I thought it helped me a lot. My game kind of opened up, and offensively the numbers kind of took off. I feel like I've been making a lot of the same plays now for a couple of years, but the numbers kind of had a tick, and the power play was good and all that. So individually I felt really good. I think I got better defensively. I still have a lot of work to do on that side for myself that I'm looking to improve in different areas. And I thought I took positive steps in those directions. But RFA-wise and stuff, like I mentioned to Colin, it's obviously it's in my brain. I'm thinking about it a little bit, but right now we're focused on the playoffs, and we'll see what happens as the summer, or I don't even know, I can't even call it summer anymore. Whatever happens after the season ends, whenever the off season. So that's it's not the focus right now. So I won't comment too much on that.